Good morning. This week's Parashat Veyeitzei, we have Yaakov's journey from Beersheba to Haran. And the Parashat starts by telling us, Veyeitzei Yaakov mi Beersheba vayelech Harana. And Yaakov departed from Beersheba and he went towards Haran. The question that Rashi asks, quoting from the Midrash, is he says, hold on a second. Why do you need to tell me that he left Beersheba and went to Haran? We know that he was in Beersheba. Just tell me. He went towards Haran. When you're going on a trip somewhere, somebody says, so what's, where you go? You tell them where you're going. You don't say, well, I'm coming from here and going there. Certainly not if we already know where you're coming from. And so he makes the statement, when a tzaddik leaves an area, yatsa misham, when he has gone from there, pana hoda, pana ziva, pana hadra. Departs from that place its glory, departs its shine, and departs its beauty. So the glory, the shine, and the beauty of a place all are based on the presence of a righteous person there. When the righteous person leaves, those three things leave also. A friend of mine, Rabbi Danny Saxenberg, once pointed out, says, hold on a second, Yitzchak was still there. It wasn't that Yaakov was the only tzaddik in Beersheba. But he says the point that Rashi is telling us is that each tzaddik brings Hod, Ziv, and Hadar. Each righteous person brings their own shine, beauty, and glory to the place. And even though Yitzchak was still there, when Yaakov left, something essential left with him. Now, this Rashi is unusually poetic. Rashi is a tremendous commentator, but the focus is not normally the poetic expression of what he's saying. He could have just said, when the tzaddik leaves, something leaves the place, the glory leaves the place. We could have even said, Pana, Hoda, Ziva, Hadra. But he says that it's three different things. The glory departs, the shine departs, the beauty departs. Why is he identifying three different components? So Rabbi Moshe Feinstein actually identifies what these three things are. He says the first one, that there are three components to what a tzaddik gives to those around him. The first one, he says, the hod, the glory, he says that is the ambience that he creates. That's the atmosphere of entering the presence of a holy person. That as you walk into their surroundings, into their environment, you can already feel something different. You can sense that there is something special over here. People carry with them an energy and an aura, and when you interact with people, you are tapping into their energy. And if some people have quite an unpleasant, negative energy, some people have a lot of anger with them, some people make you feel quite unsafe. On the other hand, there are a lot of people who make you feel warm and make you feel embraced. When it comes to a tzaddik, when you come into his presence, you feel closer to Hashem. That's the first thing. That's the hod. The hod is something that's just provided as an ambience. The ziv, the shine is something that actually shines out. That, Rabbi Moshe Feinstein says, refers to his teachings. He doesn't just say, come and sit with me. But the actual shine that comes forth, he says that he teaches, that he explains, that he shows you through what he does. He shows you how to become a better and holier person. The third one, the hadar, he says the hadar is the essence of the person himself, is the fact that, as the Gemara says, tocho kabaro, his inside, like his outside is his inside. That he is not only great and holy in the ambience and the teachings, it's not something that radiates from him only, but it's something that is within him as well, defining the person himself, the way that the person behaves in private when nobody else, they are completely sincere. Right, sincere, the Latin word meaning without wax. Because what used to happen was you would make a marble statue, and let's say you knocked off the nose. So now you've got a beautiful marble statue without a nose. So you could get wax the same color as the white marble, right, and put it on, and now you've got, and to the casual buyer, it looks exactly the same. Except for 3 years later when the wax has gone yellow, and the rest, the thing is still white. So you say, no, it's sincere, it's without wax, it's completely marble. That's what we're talking about here, this kind of sincerity that Yaakov, the tzaddik, and certainly Yaakov in this case, carries with him. So those are the three things. When a tzaddik leaves the place, the hod, the glory of his presence departs. The ziv, the shine of his teachings departs. And the hadar, the integrity of his character departs as well. That's one superb idea about Yaakov leaving. Another one is given by the Maggid of Dubno, where he quotes the Midrash as saying that one of the famous Shir Hamalot comprising Psalms number, I think it is 130 to 145, which all begin with a theme of Shir Hamalot, a song to the ascents. One of them begins Shir L'Ma'alot. So Shir Hamalot, a song of the ascents, Shir L'Ma'alot, a song to the ascents. And there are various versions in the Midrash about who exactly composed these various psalms. But this Midrash in Bereshit Rabbah, chapter 68, says that Yaakov composed this prayer, this particular Shir Hamalot, and he did it when he left Haran. That he said, Shir L'Ma'alot Esainai El Ha'arim, a song to the ascents, I lift my eyes up towards the mountains, Me'ayin Yavo Ezri, from where will my help come? And his conclusion is, Ezri me'im Hashem oseh shamayim va'aretz. My assistance comes from Hashem, the creator of heaven and earth. The Maggid says it is only from the depths of despair that we come to the heights of holiness. What does that mean? Yaakov goes out and he says, I have nothing. It's another discussion as to why he has nothing, but it's quite clear that when he comes to Haran finally, he arrives there without anything. And so he walks out and he says, what am I going to do? I have nothing. I have no one to rely on. Me'ayin Yavo Ezri, he's had to leave his father and mother. His brother wants to kill him. Me'ayin Yavo Ezri, where's my help going to come from? What am I going to do? I see nowhere to turn. I see no options. It's precisely at that moment that he's able to realize, Ezri me'im Hashem oseh shamayim va'aretz. My help comes from Hashem, the maker of heaven and earth. It's only when you feel like you've reached the end of all of your resources that you realize about Hashem's resources. You realize that Hashem's the one holding you all of that time. When everything's going well, when we feel good. So do you know what a lot of people, they rely on their salary, right? They rely on their income every month. How are you going to get through the month? My job will get me through the month. My friends, it's not your job that's getting you through the month. It's Hashem that's getting you through the month. He's doing it through the salary. He's doing it through the job. But it's like a pen and an author. The pen is not writing the story. The author is writing the story. The pen is merely his instrument. All of the things that we have and all of the things that we count on and rely on and that we need in life are coming from Hashem. Sometimes they come through other people. Sometimes they come through various means. But it's easy to start looking at the pen and saying, oh, what a great story. Fantastic pen. It's not about the pen, right? What a great life. Fantastic job. Yes, Hashem is blessing you through your job. But that's what Yaakov realizes. He goes out there and he says, now everything in my life seems to have fallen apart. I have no recourse. I have nothing. And he says, that's not true. I have the most important and most stable thing that I ever have had and that I ever could have, which is Hashem, because sometimes when you feel like you've lost everything, you can realize that in fact you always had everything. Have a wonderful chance.